Hello, I'm back. And by back, I mean I was gone for 10 seconds, but for you, it was probably a couple of days. We're just gonna get jumped into it. We're just gonna jump straight into it. Let's just jump into it. Hisuian Samurott. It's okay, I suppose. I think it's better than regular Samurott for sure. The darker color scheme really works. The white facial hair, bit of an odd choice for such a dark Pokemon, but white facial hair at least makes it seem more like an animal. Like if it had like brown facial hair, it just looked like a guy. So I suppose white was probably the best choice. But the darker color scheme, way better. The little sword like holders, awesome as hell. The horn looks like a scraggly thorn, love it. However, it is just a bit too similar. I've not got any distinct love or hate towards it because honestly, if it isn't Hisui and Decidueye, I don't want it. Um, Pokemon I'm forgetting the name of. This is Lipard, or Lipard, and this is... How the fuck? Oh my... Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, how do I not remember this? I can't remember the Pokemon's name. Cat. I like the cat on four legs and not two legs. You know what? At this point, I don't even care. I'm not even going to go looking for it. I'm just going to accept that I don't know its name. Because I keep wanting to call it Litten and Perugly and Glammeow, and it's none of those names. So yeah. Yeah, I like it on four legs. When they put it on two legs, it looks awful. Four legs, fine. But it is kind of just it's a cool cat, but it's just a cat still. Lipard. That's a good cat. It's a leopard. It's purple and orangey yellow. It looks... I mean... If any of you know about my feelings towards Swellow, that's all I'm saying. Sandile. I love him. I love him. He's got such a funny, cute face. I like crocodiles. And I like that he looks like he doesn't know where he is, ever. So that's fun. That's fun. I feel like I'm about to throw up, but I'm not. Crocorock. Crocorock's good. Nothing wrong with him. You know, very, very easy pose, good color scheme, a decent, like an obvious evolution of Sandile. He's pretty good. He looks like a teenager version of Sandile. Love it. Crocodile. I forgot his name. Very cool. The red from the brown, don't get it, but I suppose it might look better to them, whatever. It's just the big long penis nose that really puts me off. That's what's stopping it from being S tier, but other than that, wicked Pokemon. I've used it on my team before. You can really tell I play Gen 5 the least, can't you? That's Scrafty, and that's Scraggy, right? This is Scraggy. If his name's not Scraggy, I don't know. Other than the fact he looks like Monster Kid from Undertale, well, I suppose Monster Kid from Undertale looks like Scraggy, but other than that, I've not really got any attachment to him and have no desire to use him. Scrafty? I love his baggy trousers thing going on here. And the mohawk, pretty fun. Pretty fun. In fact, you know what? Nope, the more I look at him, the more he looks like a fucking alien from Cartoon Network, so I can't get over that. Zoroa, A tier. Cute, but still pretty freaking, freaky. He's a bit weird, he's a bit scary. The bright eyes with the dark colour scheme works well here, I'll give him that. The red tipped accents on everything, brilliant. It looks like a fire, but also it just looks cool, and I like foxes. Zoroark, S tier. I don't know how to explain myself. I think the only problem is the ketchup smear on his lips, but other than that, he's badass. He's got the massive red black ponytail. There's like a Sonic fan fiction. How am I forgetting so many Pokemon's names? Bishop, I know that's Bishop. Pawniard, or Pawniard, whatever. Point is, he's stupid. His ribs don't work as well as Bishop's do. His helmet, it looks like he's had an axe embedded in his head, and the fact that like Sneasel, he doesn't have fingers, he just has claws. It's not brilliant, but yeah, C tier for that one. Uh, Bishop, though. Bishop is, in my eyes, S tier. First off, part steel type. I cannot hate that. I love steel types. Second off, the axe in its head. It works well here. It has... I mean, it technically doesn't have fingers still, but it has hands at least. It looks like a guy, but it's like a good muscular build, but it's quite toned, well done. It's shiny as wicked, and I own one. That's the main thing that matters, is I own one. Vullaby. Here we go. A friend for... well, I mean, to be honest, Purugly is a good name for Alolan Persian. Vullaby. It is wearing a diaper, and I do not vibe with that. So go away. That's Vullaby. This is... fucking kill me, honestly. I'm going to forget everyone's names. Fine Pokemon, would be higher. The pink head is a bit stupid, though. That's all I have to say about that, because I still can't remember that Pokemon's name. Dino. He looks like Kermit the Frog with the hood over his head from Muppets Most Wanted. When he's shiny, especially. And I can't get over that. Zvylus. Again, pretty fun. I quite like it. I like the idea that it grows a head. It's like Doduo and Doduo. I mean, if you see my... I think I did... Yeah, Dodrio's in my favourite Pokemon tier list. Not tier list, in my favourite Pokemon list. So... creatures with 2 heads or more heads, I just seem to quite like them. Hydreigon immediately jumps up to S tier. He skips over A tier because it's a Hydra. It's blue, purple, and black. 3 colours that are literally my 3 favourite colours. Fuck yeah. It's obviously it's a Hydra. Its naming is based off German words, and I love German language. Its wings are a bit weird, but fuck it, whatever. Point is, it's cool as hell, and it's scary. And it's still absurd to evolve, but yeah, whatever. Ash Greninja. I hate Ash Greninja. Regular Greninja. I love regular Greninja. Regular Greninja's really cool. Frog. Ninja. Long tongue. That's all you really need, isn't it? Pangoro. I mean, it is just Jack Black as a Pokemon. But, you know, I'm not going to fight that. I still quite like it. I kind of think I prefer Pancham just as a Pokemon, but in terms of design, yeah, it's just a panda with fists, but, you know, isn't that all pandas? Inkay, very cute. Bit of a weird hat, but other than that, I'm fine with it. Malamar, cool story, cool design. I'm so tired all of a sudden. But cool story, cool design. It may or may not have aided Mussolini, Hitler, Genghis Khan, all those people, but you know, we forgive it for that because it is pure evil. Yveltal, I really like Yveltal. I know lots of people don't like it because, like, with Zygarde and Xerneas, their relations to the letter X and Z were quite subtle. You know, Zygarde is shaped like a Z. Fair enough. Xerneas' horns, antlers made it look like an X, but Yveltal is literally just a bird with a big stupid tail to make it look like a Y. But I still quite like it. In fact, I like it the most of those 3. So, you know, hate if you want, but it's the scariest one. I mean, the beak, scary. The big finger wings. This is what Lugia should have done, but Lugia didn't, so Lugia sucks. And also, it's a scary bird. You know, can't get over that. Hooper Unbound. Cool idea, poor execution. The Djinn / the Genie, always fun. I love... Is that Arabic? Like is that an Arabian tale? The Djinn and the Genie? I think Djinn is, but I don't know about Genie. Point is, I like the idea of it. However, it was annoying in the movie, and it does kind of look a bit stupid. It's just an unnecessarily tall man with Rayman hands. Incineroar. If this was a Super Smash Bros. Tier list, it would be an S. Regularly, though, B, because it's got big yaoi hands. Guzzlord. A tier exclusively based off its voice in the anime. You know what I'm talking about. Screaming like a motherfucker. Nickit. Nickit. The more I look at its face, the more off-putting it is. It's alright. I think the tail is a bit over the top, but whatever. Its shiny is what's saving it from being bottom tier. Thievel, however, well-designed fox, has enough to point it away from being just an animal. The mask also adds a reason to give it a dark type and to give it its Pokedex entries. It keeps the tail, but it makes it look more realistic in proportions, and the shiny is still wicked. Impidimp. Funny little goblin, but he's not purple. That's what I'm saying. Sableye did it first. Morgrem. I'm pretty sure it's called Morgrem. It's the colors. The color scheme's a bit harsh, but I still quite like it. Weirdly enough, I still quite like it. It's not too bad. It does look like it's just wearing green trousers, and it is very emo. But yeah, Grimmsnarl. I like it, and no, I don't just like it because they made a fairy Pokemon ugly. Because they didn't. He's not ugly. He's scary. A scary fairy type. A scary fairy. That's good. That's cool. The colour scheming works better than Morgrem's. I wish it maybe kept a little bit more pink on it because it does seem to dive too far into the dark type over the fairy type. But, you know, I still take it. And also the hair over its body. Bit weird, but, you know, we take that. Gigantamax. Fucking Grimmsnarl. I'm going to put him in A tier as well. I think the body proportions fit better here, and I just quite like it, to be honest. Obstagoon. Obstagoon's A tier. I mean, they took Zigzagoon, they turned him into Gene Simmons. Look at that, it's so funny. Morpeko. Both the forms are going in C tier, because I just don't really... Actually, no. Regular form, C tier. Hangry form, at least it gets rid of the stupid yellow and brown and just goes all in with the black and the purple. Perfect. Urshifu. This is single strike, I believe. Yeah, single strike. Single strike Urshifu. B tier. It's not got anything that really blows me away, but, you know, it does kind of just look like another Kung Fu Panda, but it's just a bear. Gigantamax single strike Urshifu. That's A tier. Better color scheme. White and red. Better than black and red in some situations, and this is one of them. And also just the idea that it's evil, so it's just going to try and kill you in one shot. That's pretty cool. Zarude, zero attachment to it. Don't even know, like, if I was playing Sun and Moon, right? I played Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield and all of these games as soon as they came out, once I had access to being able to do that, right? And I didn't know that Zarude existed until the next generation. Because I never saw the movie, I never saw any promotional material for it, no art, no nothing. I didn't know it existed until I was looking through a list of all the Pokemon and it was there. And I went, what the fuck is this? And I had no reason to know it was there because, well, again, it's still pretty crap. Overquill, funny name, deserved evolution, would be an S tier, but it does still look a bit ridiculous. The eyebrow spikes, weird. The fact that it's a pure circle and completely symmetrical. I know Quillfish is symmetrical, but that's because its things are small. It being symmetrical and that far out, it just looks like a shape. Meowscarada. It's alright. I don't have much to say about it, really. It's the one starter I wouldn't choose of Gen 9. But, you know, it's whatever. Low kicks. I really like low kicks. I've got a shiny one called Genos because it looks like Genos. And the fact that it's a grasshopper with chainsaw wings. What the fuck? That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster more than a Pokemon. Fuck. Mastiff. Is this Mastiff? Yeah, that's Mabostiff. This is Mastiff. Mastiff is ugly. D tier. Mabostiff. A tier. It was B tier before I finished Scarlet and Violet, and then it was A tier once I... Actually, it was C tier before I finished Scarlet and Violet. Once I finished Scarlet and Violet, A tier. If you know, you know. Bombardier. Its sass makes me angry. King Gambit. B tier. It would be A, but the sword coming out of its head is way, way too big. It looks like a fucking right... It looks like an isosceles triangle growing out of its face. What's this one called again? It's like Brute Bonnet. Brute Bonnet. I think it's actually better than regular, like, Amoonguss, but it's still a bit weird. The shiny is better than Amoonguss's, I'd say. Actually, no, Amoonguss is probably about the same. But I like the spikes. I like the droopiness, and also the fact it's got like an octopus face. I don't get it, but whatever. Iron Jugulus. A tier. Not as cool as Hydreigon, but I like the purple parts being flashy. I like it. Is this... Okay, so... I think this is Wo Chen. This is Chen Pao. This is T something. And this is... I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember any of them, so I'm not going to name them. I think the only one I'm pretty confident on is this one being Chen Pao. But other than that, Slug Snail. Pretty cool. But it is just a pile of leaves, really, if you think about it. Chen Pao. A tier. Okay, first off, it's like a weasel thing. I love weasels and ferrets and shit. Love them. And its teeth. They are absurdly big, but that's because they are a broken ancient sword. That's awesome. The moose. I don't like the bowl on its head. I think it's a bit tacky, really. So the bowl can get the fuck out of here. Other than that, like if it was just remove the bowl, pretty good. It's like a Lego moose. Goldfish. A-tier goldfish. Brilliant shiny. Probably my favourite of them all. It's a fire goldfish. How can you not like that? Roaring Moon. They got Salamence and they made them better. There's not really much to say about it other than that. Because that's what they did. It's just better Salamence. I need to zoom out one more. Perfect. Alright. This is my full list. If you disagree, you get in them comments and you fucking tell me, okay? You get in there and you beat me up in the comments. You tell me that you hate me and that my things are wrong. Because that's what I want you to do. I'd appreciate that, actually. Please do that. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I certainly did. If you want more of this, please tell me. Because I will happily do more of these. Especially if you're going to watch it and comment and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next time, whenever that is. Bye.